Hello, my beautiful Taurus. This is B with Pharaohs Tarot, and I'm here with your weekly Elemental Earth Gang reading. Okay, shout out to y'all. Happy Pride Month. I hope y'all are having fun and being safe this month. Your cards are full. Before I get started, we will never reach out to you for personal readings or donations. If you would like to book a personal reading or give a donation, all that information is in the description box below. Okay, Taurus, let's tap in. You're in the Nine of Pentacles. You're single and satisfied right here. Okay, some of y'all said not satisfied. You single and you want somebody. You feeling alone, but you got your coins up because in the past here, just keeping it real. In the past here, you got the Page of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and Two of Pentacles. So yeah, you had to make a new start with the Four of Pentacles crossing. You see the increase in Pentacles, 1, 2, 4. So and it's no 3 there. So that means you got it up on your own. You had to get your money back up on your own. You worked hard. You know, it may have been hard. You may have been balancing a bunch of different jobs, a bunch of different tasks. You may have been going to school and working, raising a family and working, something like that. But you were hoping that some sort of information would come in, but it didn't. Yeah, so maybe you were talking to the haters, or maybe there was some haters in your life, you know, not thinking you was going to bounce back from whatever this was, but you was stacking up. But look, he got this song. Yeah, they laughing, but I'm stacking money away. Yeah, you did what you had to do. You ignored the hype. You knew what you had to do. You held on to your faith. You held on to your work ethic. And you got back to the Nine of Pentacles. This is stable. This is stability. This is being in a position to be a good partner. If that's what you're looking for. This is in a position to where if you are working for a job, you have a little bit saved away, you know, something tucked away, so it's not like a paycheck to paycheck kind of vibe here. So shout out to you, Taurus. You have the Emperor with the Eight of Cups. Yeah, you had to leave something in the past. And when I first pulled this, like, I sat back in my seat like, whoa. So maybe for y'all it was a shock, you know what I mean? Like whatever caused this was some sort of a shock. And so, yeah, I felt that sadness. So I'm sending you love, even though I know you're still grinding, but maybe you're still feeling that sting from time to time. But the divine is saying you're still, some of y'all haven't fully walked away from this situation yet, though. So maybe if y'all were like divorced, maybe it's still being finalized, or if it's a long-term commitment, maybe y'all are still separating assets, or if this is a job, perhaps you're still you know, like putting in your time, like your 2 weeks, your month notice or something like that. Yeah, we got the Hierophant with the Page of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, you shutting anything down that is coming your way. Any sort of like, you being straight to the point. Any sort of apology, any sort of like initiation of romance, anything with this Hierophant, anything like, anything that threatens your stability, Taurus. You came out here strong, because it's like it took me a while to get this stable. Like I'm not about to and it's the Page, so you like, I'm a queen, you feel me? Like, no, I respect that. The Empress, you popping out twice, period. You like, you know who you are, and you know you represent value, Taurus. Okay, you really starting to value yourself, and I think it's such a beautiful thing that out of this experience came so much self-worth and so much love of yourself. It's so absolutely beautiful. You're very abundant here, like fruitful and multiply. So I'm hearing like you sowed some seeds and now they're like harvesting for you. Your hard work is paying off. You got the Justice card with the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, so the divine is balancing out some sort of work situation or something that you've been working on. You're gonna get your karma for it. You're gonna get your good karma. You're gonna get the fruits of your labor. You're still working. Something to do with something you're working on, or maybe this is like the legal situation that you were in with a partner, or maybe this is like a legal situation with a job, like a settlement or something that happens. Like you're gonna get your coins, whatever it is. You got the World with the Nine of Swords and the Four of Wands. Yeah, endings come with new beginnings, but you got to experience the ending first. And so they're just advising you to kind of just go through the storm. You got to go through it. to get to the other side, Taurus, but you will make it. You may be having some sleepless nights, you know, still feeling that sting of like what was supposed to be your happily ever after, in whatever situation it is, romantic, platonic, or business. Like, you're still feeling that sting. Somehow it still feels kind of fresh. You may have moved to a new place, but it still feels is lingering. Yeah, like y'all two became one, and now it's like you having to split, so you're feeling that tear. So we got the Lovers and the Magician. Yeah, you're manifesting in new love. You're manifesting in love of self. That's what I'm feeling. You're learning how to love yourself. Maybe you're working on your communication skills with this Mercurial energy. Being honest with yourself about where you are and how you feel. Maybe you've been trying to block it out. But this resurfacing pain is telling you, nah, it's still there. You got to deal with it if you want to move forward. Okay? And you are stable, so maybe you can take some PTO, take some time off just to be with yourself. If you can, take a little staycation or go out of town. If you're not trying to spend no extra, like I said, staycation, or, create space in your home, but go to different places. Like maybe go to different parks. Something like about like moving out of your normal routine or normal environment, so you can bring some fresh energy in. Yeah, you got the pseudo Ten of Swords. Everything is fine. Highlighted with the Six of Swords. Yeah, the Divine is trying to help you. Maybe you're afraid that you'll never get out of this, because this could be like a reoccurring anxiety or reoccurring depression that just hits you kind of out of nowhere, like grief. You could be in the middle of doing something, and then all of a sudden something super small can remind you, and then boom, you're triggered right back into that emotion again. But the Divine is trying to help you walk away. Like your mind still thinks you're in danger, so this could be like I don't know if I said post-traumatic stress or something like that, and fear of moving forward, even though you want to move forward. But we have the Chariot with the Page of Wands, the Strength card, and the Three of Cups. You will love again. You will be happy again. And the Divine is helping you here with this Chariot energy, Cancerian and Leo. Funny enough, Cancers are known to be so loving and emotional. And then you got the Leo card, who is known for their heart. So your heart will heal. You will be loved again. You will love again. You will have a passion for life again. But the Divine is helping you move forward. And then you have to take that step with that Page of Wands. That means you finding out what lights your fire. You finding out, what sparks that flame for you, and then being strong enough to move into it. So like once you do find that new person, or you do find that new friend group, be strong. And you may still have thoughts, you may backtrack and like, well, what if this is dangerous again? But the Divine is saying, we're right here with you with this Strength card. You deserve community, you deserve love. If it's the workplace, maybe you had like workplace drama in another spot, and you're like, I'm just gonna go there and do my job and leave. And the Divine is like, they're trying to help you through it, especially if you're in a career that you really love. Building that rapport with the people that you work with. Now, you don't have to be best friends, but you do want to have some sort of like social standing with the people that you work with. You do spend a lot of time with them. And so the Divine is just trying to help you through that, Taurus. They're causing me to kind of talk real gentle to you. So maybe being kinder to yourself, being a little more gentle to yourself, taking it a little easy on yourself. You've been through a lot. So take some time to yourself and weigh the pros and cons. You've leveled up from the Nine of Pentacles to the Empress, or you're leveling up. Y'all are in this Empress energy, okay? And you've done all of this Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you did that with just sheer willpower, just determination. But the Empress is a culmination of 4 queens, okay? And you need more than willpower to become the Empress, okay? You need good communication. You need emotional balance. You need a temperate attitude for the Queen of Wands fiery energy, okay? And you need stability, right? You have the coins, and maybe there's a partnership that you'll need to help you level up to that queen status, all right? You're already sitting pretty nice, you know, chill in this Nine of Pentacles. But in order to get to like a Queen of Pentacles energy, that's always going to come with some sort of collaboration, okay? That's a level up. But for right now, they want you to manifest in what you want. So maybe like getting a manifestation journal, manifestation board, speaking affirmations daily, something about a routine that's really going to help keep your mind steady and stable. But yeah, remember what I said about that staycation, taking a little time off to pull back a little bit for some of y'all. And so we have, for the Shaman Oracle deck, we have the Medicine Wheel, and then we have the Wind. Okay, the curse was behind that. I didn't even see that. And then we have the Rainbow. Okay, that's a lot. And then we got the Crow. All right, I'm going to keep these. There's more down here. The Water's down there. We'll touch on that if we can get to it. But with this energy, with the Medicine Wheel and the Wind, you step into the Medicine Wheel to ask yourself those big questions for healing. Okay, how am I still holding on to the past? What toxic traits do I need to relinquish? Am I living in my purpose? Am I walking towards my purpose? And it's like those questions will help you, okay? And the Wind is communication, and also is letting you know that storms don't come always just to disturb you. They come to shed light on situations. Like they move debris out the way. They help the pollen and all of the seeds scatter across the earth so new life can be born, okay? And so this situation that happened in the past, as hurtful and as painful as it was, it sparked something new inside you. It wanted you to maybe even be more independent, to stand up within yourself, to love yourself more, to value yourself more. You value yourself a lot more now. You value your efforts a lot more now. You value what you bring to the table, pardon me, a lot more now. So that was one of the purposes of that. And something was broken in the past, some sort of curse on your life. It could be like a literal, like ancient curse, or just something that was passed down from generation to generation, like a generational curse. Something you see repeating patterns in your family. Maybe in your family they would have stayed in the situation that you broke free from, and so divine is trying to help you mentally break away now. You're free. You did the hard part. Okay, now there is another journey. It's going to be challenging, but you've done that. You've broken that chain, and now it's just you've broken that physical chain. So now it's time to get the chain off your mind. And the Rainbow indicates that the storm will come to a close. Okay, you will be happy again, and you will be vibrant, and you will inspire others. Think of when you see like a rainbow in the sky. You know, you, even if you've seen a million of them, you just always stop and look like, wow, that is so beautiful. How amazing. Okay, and so you have the Crow. Yeah, it's time to get really honest with yourself and tell yourself the truth, some hard truths, maybe some things that, yeah, and maybe like some tears need to flow, Taurus. Maybe you need to do some releasing, but allow what happens to flow. What needs to leave your life right now will leave your life. But understand that we will be replaced with better, okay? And it's time to let go so you can get in this new beginning, all right? So I'm hoping this was helpful. If you'd like more information, www.PharaohsTarot.com. I can give you more information on your particular situation, as this is a general reading. Like, share, subscribe. We would love to have you a part of our community. We go live on TikTok, so follow us over there for the lives. We've done a couple. It's kind of trying to get settled in it. I'm feeling pretty good though. So namaste, Taurus.